Hey guys, so we're doing another doodle sketch. You can see Max is on the table again. She likes my little bed table. So this time I'm doing a boy character. I usually do girls. I don't know why. I just do. Doing some shaggy hair. I started with the hair this time. Sometimes I start with the eyes. Just depends on the mood I'm in. So you can see I kind of connected the nose to the one eyebrow to give like kind of more of a side angle for the character. Then I added the neck. Eyes I kind of messed up on. I'm still getting used to using a brush pen. The control isn't there as much as if it was a bullet nib or a hard tip. So it's like I'm still getting used to it. And I kind of mess up sometimes, but with the way I draw, it doesn't have to be perfect in my eyes, so I'm not too mad at myself when I mess up. Besides, art is a learning process. It's not always going to be perfect. Here I'm adding a smiley face to the shirt just for some fun. So just a basic smiley face. You can see I'm adding little smile lines. And then I decided on pinstriping for the shirt just to make it more fun and interesting. So there we go, some lines. And then I went the opposite way, so horizontal line. I was going to make it into a t-shirt, but I didn't like how it looked. It was too plain, so I decided to do more stripes, just going horizontally on the sleeves. And then I worked on the face a little bit more. Just kind of made it more bold. And then I worked on the hair, added some lines for texture. Fixed the other side so it matches, so it's shaggy. Added a little line for the nose, for the nostril. Worked on the eyes more because I really wasn't happy with them, and then was more or less happy with them after I messed with them. So there we go. Like I said, learning process. Then I decided to do a background. I did just wavy lines. You can see I'm going horizontally with the wavy lines here. Just going all the way down. And then I decided to go the opposite direction, so vertically in wavy lines. And basically what I'm doing here, I'm turning them into bricks for like a brick background, stone background. So I'm just going over and I'm getting rid of all the jagged edges and the points of the figures. So just trying to round them out so they look like stones. So just working my way across, or down rather. Just making sure to get the points nice and rounded. Later on, I'm going to be coloring this, which I'm not sure if I like or not. I might end up going back and painting it or something. I don't know. I really didn't like how it came out after it was colored. Maybe you feel differently. Let me know in the comments. But, yeah. Alright, so just still working on the background. Almost there. I always take a minute and look at the drawing or painting or whatever I'm doing. That's why you keep seeing me stop. I'm registering what I'm doing and if I like it or if something needs to change. So just taking a look at it. Then I decided I would do a border, so I'm just going all around the edges for a frame. I just didn't like all the white on the edge. I wanted it more sunken, I guess, so it looks like it's framed. And then I didn't like the sleeves, so I decided to start adding more lines. So for every other block, I added some vertical lines. So just finishing up the lines in the sleeve. And then I just added the little ear hole, ear canal. And then I figured I was done, so I would color, and I don't know, kind of not happy with it, but hey, these are my Black Widow wax colored pencils, which I really like. I really like wax colored pencils over soft core normal pencils. The texture, it's just more smooth. So I'm just coloring in the skin tone for the face. I really wish I had a larger set of colored pencils so I could do more shading and stuff, but the colors are very limited because when I bought these I didn't know if I would like them, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I just got a smaller set. They actually, with Black Widow pencils, they have other sets that you can buy which are different colors. So I may get another set or two just to expand my collection. But for basic coloring, it's okay. So with the wax colored pencils, I noticed the best coverage is if you do kind of small circles. So I did the skin peach tone, and then I went in with a little brown just for some shading. It really didn't do much. I guess I wasn't pressing hard enough, but I don't like to be too hard on my pencils, so I usually do light coloring instead of really pressing. Plus, I don't like the page to get indented into the next page, if you know what I mean. So here I picked up pink. I know it's supposed to be a boy, but I wanted a fun colored shirt. So I did pink for the main striping. Kind of looks red, I guess. It's like a reddish pink. So you can see I'm doing like circles, like I said. It seems to be the best coverage when it comes to wax pencils. At least these. I don't know if it's like this with other brands, but the Black Widows, they tend to be good with like a circular motion more than straight lines. I mean, I kind of sometimes do the straight line, but it's like if it's not covering right, the circular motion is usually better. And then I came in with some blue for the arms. And then you're going to see I carry it onto the body too after I'm done with the arms. And then I'm going to follow it up with some green. I like that combination, pink, blue, and green. I don't know. I just think it looks cute. So here I'm pulling out the green. And it's like a lime green. It's a pretty color. So there we go, finishing up the shirt. And then I got the color for the smiley face, which was like a goldenrod, I guess would be the name of it. I didn't want it too yellow and I didn't want it too orange. Then I'm doing the hair. So, color, color, color. One thing I don't like about wax pencils is they kind of have a cloudy effect if you're coloring over black. Like my lines, they kind of got cloudy. Here I'm coming in with a shade darker. It's more of an orange since I didn't have a darker yellow. And then I'm just doing the background in the same color. So just filling in all the bricks. At first I thought I would do the multicolor, but I figured with the shirt it would be too busy. So I just kept the background simple. You can see I'm trying not to go over the black. After I saw what happened with the hair on the black line, I just kind of... And then I gave up and did it anyway, so... Yep. Just trying to make it darker. And then I took out my blending tool, which really did nothing at all. I really want a colorless blender. I think alcohol would blend wax, but I'm not sure. So I saw one on Amazon for about $4 that I want to try. So I might go back to this picture eventually once I get that colorless blender. Just not ready to spend any more on Amazon because I met my quota for the month. I'm on budget and I can't. So the blender stick is gonna have to do for now. But yeah, that's the painting, the drawing. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.